Welcome to another episode of Candid Moments with Candace. Today, I have a special guest who is a friend of mine, and she's doing great work in our community. Please help me welcome Ann Salter Dorland to the microphone. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. It's been a few days since we chatted.
Yes.
So tell me where you work and how long it's been.
I'm the executive director of the Sudbury Manitoulin Children's Foundation, and I've been the executive director for 30 years. I absolutely love the charity. It does amazing work in our community, and it's all for marginalized, abused, and disadvantaged children within the districts of Sudbury and Manitoulin.
Amazing. And you said last week when we connected, you said that the pandemic didn't really stop the fundraising on your end.
No, I mean, it most certainly stopped our in-person fundraising. Like, we didn't do any events, and we did a little bit of virtual stuff, but not a lot. So we kind of focused on grant work and stuff like that, and donations. And I'll tell you, the community was extremely generous, as are the granting opportunities for charities that work with children right now.
That is amazing. We have such a great community here. You were telling me that these programs are geared towards sending youth to camp as well as post-secondary school?
Correct. We have 3 programs. So our flagship program is called the Send a Kid to Camp program. And we're going into we just completed our 38th summer of sending kids to camp. So we're going into our 39th year of sending kids to camp.
Oh, wow.
And during that time, we've sent almost 20,000 children to camp. So all of these kids are between the ages of 5 and 14. They're all referred to us through registered social agencies such as Ontario Works, Our Children, Our Future, Children's Mental Health, all those agencies that work with kids that know that these kids are in need of some sort of social experience that would enrich their lives, that they would not otherwise be able to afford to go to. So all these kids are referred to our program, and we try and raise enough money to send them all to camps. We pay all their camp fees. We drive them back and forth to the camps. We call the parents, help them fill out the camp form. So it's not just, we don't just pay the fees and then walk away. So we really do get involved with the families. We run a couple of our own day camps to help with kids that may not quite fit into some of the other camps, or just for the overflow. We provide to each of the camps, we send out like camper kits. So they have toothbrushes and toothpaste and sunscreen and bug spray and stuff like that, that the parents may not have the money to buy to pack into their little kits. So the counselors will kind of slip them into their kits so that they've got something and they don't feel like they're different from the other children that are in the camp with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do many families know about these programs? How do you promote it?
Well, there's about 54 agencies that we use.
Okay.
We have a very strong social media presence, so we keep reminding people. If they're interested in any of our programs, and I'll touch on the other 2 programs shortly. If they're interested in any of our programs, what agencies they can use, it's all listed on our website as well as the contact information. So we just kind of always push them in that direction. And if they aren't computer friendly or literate, then we will actually help them find an agency to interact with, to be able to get them referred to our programs. So that's our Send a Kid to Camp program in a nutshell. The last 2 years have been very challenging because no overnight. So we have day camps and overnight camps that we use all across Ontario. So it's not just Sudbury that we send them to. We send them from almost Sault Ste. Marie to the Muskokas to down near Toronto, are where all our camps are. And so we drive them back and forth to those camps.
Those kids are so fortunate to be part of these programs.
Well, it does make a difference. I'll tell you, after I was at a presentation, oh, it must have been 10 years ago. And we have a little video on the camp program. And I played the video, and then I had a question and answer. And one lady put up her hand. She says, I was in that video. She said, you sent me to camp every year for 6 years. So my mom was a single mom. She worked 3 jobs to keep a roof over her head, and my brother and I fed. So I babysat while she was at work. And the only time I got to be just a kid is when you sent me to camp. She was crying, I was crying. It was very touching, but it was very rewarding. She went on to be a social worker, is what her chosen career path was.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. This is perfect. I love where this is going because you answered the next question that I had, which was how rewarding was it for you? And
it's extremely rewarding, this program, at all of them. So the other program, the second program that we have is called the bursary program, and it was created in 2004. And it is to provide past and present wards of the Crown, so foster children, with some assistance to obtain post-secondary education. So it's not based on your marks. It's not based on where you want to go. We have sponsored everything from clown school to real estate school to lawyers and welders, and as long as it's a registered educational institute, we will help them pay for their tuitions. And in some cases, we'll help with supplies. So we had one young lad that went to chef school, and the knives were like $1,000 to buy these knives for the chef school. So we helped with that too. So since its initiation in 2004, we have probably sponsored about close to $200,000 worth of tuitions for the foster kids.
wow,
Mm-hmm.
that is a massive impact on the community.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is to help them break that generational cycle of abuse and dependencies, right? So a lot of the kids that have grown up in the systems, so in grade, are victims of some sort of abuse at home. So it becomes their norm. So the thread from all of this is a lack of education. So we're hoping that by providing that education piece for these kids, the ability to pursue an education will help break that pattern that they grew up in. It's when you're a youth and you're bouncing from home to home and you don't have a place to say, this is my roots, how much energy do you have to put towards your scholastic endeavors? So their marks aren't going to be stellar. Like even just in them in high school is a feat of its own for these social workers. So for them to be able to graduate post-secondary, probably the first in their family, is accolades to them.
Wow. And you guys have how many people on your board?
There are 8 board members on our board, and as staff, there's just myself and Sarah. So we do we're not a government agency, so we don't get any government money. All the money that we have to use to run our programs, we have to fundraise. Whether it's direct solicitations or grants or events, everything has to be raised.
So this foundation, when was it founded?
1976.
Wow. In Sudbury, Manitoulin district?
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah. So our third program, which I think is going to be an amazing program too, is called the Play Program. It used to be run by the Human League, and they have changed they've restructured and changed where they want to go with their programs. So we asked if we could take the program over, and they have been gracious in handing it to us and giving us a big hand to get it up and running. So the Play Program stands for Positive Leisure Activity for Youth. So what we're trying to do is provide extracurricular activities, not just sports. So music lessons, singing, acting, whatever the child wants to do to stay involved, to learn and to grow and to create those memories and connections and expand their circle, instead of staying at home, watching TV, playing video games, or being ignored. So the program is for youth up to the age of 18, so any age up to the age of 18, and we'll provide 3 subsidies throughout the year, funding provided, like funding allowed to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
For the fall semester, the fall activities, the winter activities, and summer activities, like soccer, swimming lessons,
I love it.
those
Is
kind
there-
of things.
So is there a, how do I say that? Like an income bracket or limit where you can sign your children up like for these programs? Like I know single mothers like all over the city
Mhm.
where they take care of their children, but like it's 10 grand to put your kid in hockey.
Mhm.
My sister is not going to do that with her son. There's they live with grandma and grandpa. How do you do that? Does she make too much money to apply for these programs?
Mhm. Well, to start with, because we're just up and running and we don't have a big pool of money, we're doing it the same sort of way as we did it with the Send a Kid to Camp. So the children have to be referred to us through social agencies. The
Right.
social agencies know whether they are in financial need or not. We are not funding any of the high-end sports. There's a cap to what we'll fund. So they're only given $250 per season. So there's the 3 seasons, the fall, winter, and summer. There'll be
Okay.
a $250 subsidy towards whatever they want to do, a maximum. So if swimming lessons is only $100, they only get to pick one sport or one activity. So they don't get to use $250 for 3 different activities.
Right, because then that would take away money for all the other kids who wanted to be
Exactly.
part of.
Exactly. So we do have a financial grid that we use that if there's, the odd chance that there's a child that isn't involved with an agency, like even Sudbury Housing can refer kids. So to be involved with Sudbury Housing, you have to prove that you're, in financial need.
Okay.
Right. Ontario Works, like there's like 50 plus agencies that we use all across Sudbury.
Oh,
Or
wow.
Sudbury and Manitoulin.
I just want to let you know that your video has frozen. It's been like that for like 4 minutes.
Oh,
Friggin' Zoom. It's definitely a candid moment.
sorry.
It's okay. I don't know what happened. You have good connection?
Yeah, you haven't froze on my end.
Okay, I don't know what that's all about. So what do you foresee for your next year with the foundation?
Well, I think it may be a bit more of like we're coming to an end of any kind of CERB or anything like that. So there may be a lot more demand for the services. We're really hoping that very soon we'll be able to start doing some in-person fundraising. It's I think that the demand is going to go up and hopefully the funding will go up with it. There's been a little bit of hesitancy from parents to send their kids to camp with the fear of contact and stuff like that.
Right.
But from that fear and from the social distancing end of things has created a whole new realm of issues with the children. So it's even more important to try and get them socialized and get them involved in being just kids again.
Yes, it's so
teaching
important.
Yeah.
Like yesterday was the first day of school for everybody, and it's so exciting. I think the parents could drink a little bit less, like if we're being serious here, right?
Yeah.
The whole pandemic and the children's well-being has been compromised this past year and a half. It's so nice to see the kids get on the bus, even if they have to wear a mask. Definitely. And yeah, these programs are so great that you offer this.
Yeah, no, they're I really see them continuing to thrive. And if the the generosity that the community has been shown is any example, it's we may have times when we have to kind of watch what we spend, but we certainly are going to continue these programs.
That is so wonderful. I commend all the work that you do, Anne. I actually did not know what you did when we met. And it was a few years ago, and you and I connected through the Northern Latin dance community,
Mhm.
which is one of the passions we have in common.
Yep.
And do you want to shed a little bit of light on the Northern Latin Dance Congress this November?
Yes, we are having a Northern Latin, speaking of in-person fundraising.
Right.
The first weekend, I believe it is the 6th, November 6th.
Yep.
We are having the Northern Latin dancers, led by Zoe Monroe, is doing our 3rd annual Latin Congress. So it'll be a day of workshops of all different dance disciplines, Latin dance. So merengue, bachata, salsa. I think they're going to do an Argentine tango. We'll do some styling.
Is that
Samba, I think is going to be going on too. And all of the dance classes will be about an hour long. And then in the evening, we're going to have some performances and a dance, restrictions allowing. It'll be a small group. So my advice is to get your ticket soon because it will be capped at, I think, 50 people. So don't
50.
hesitate if you even think that you want to go get it right away. And part proceeds go to the Sudbury Manitoulin Children's Foundation.
Which is so beautiful. I love how you two are working together.
Oh, she's awesome. There's nothing she wouldn't do. We did at just before at Christmas time, we did a flash mob dance outside Science North. It was nasty and cold and blowing, and there was probably 20 of us there doing this Latin dance and stuff.
That was so great. And it was a pretty good turnout considering the weather and COVID and everything.
And it was a spur of the moment thing too. Like it just, I think it was great.
I think that was planned 2 days prior at one of the dance classes.
Yeah. Her and Sky.
Is that website link posted yet?
I believe it is. I believe she has posted it up with all the details of the event, of the spacecraft and
awesome
cost of the tickets. I do believe she's got it up and going.
That's perfect. Are you going to dance tonight?
Tonight? I'm not sure. I've got a few things to do.
It's Wednesday.
But I think it's at 5:30, right?
Yeah. She's doing couples after the salsa class.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So the
couples are you staying for the couples as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I don't have a partner, but I don't mind dancing. It'll be fun.
Yeah, dance with Zoe.
Yeah, oh for sure. I love it.
Yeah. Well, cool. I might go.
Yeah.
I have a few meetings this afternoon, and I'm supposed to be on holidays, but my agenda's getting pretty full. I like doing this kind of stuff. So.
Pardon?
Now you're frozen.
Oh, I heard something. There was my episodes are not going to be perfect, and they screw up sometimes because the program. But there you are. You're unfrozen.
Yeah, you too.
Hi, my dear. Perfect. Why couldn't it be like this, like last 15 minutes?
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Are you going to dance on Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you be there? Yeah.
Both. I really enjoy Sky's class too, because we do our practice first and then we stay for Zoe and Sky's class.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that class too.
It's fun. It's a good mix between the salsa and like the hip hop kind of contemporary dance.
Yeah. And he has a nice way of breaking it down. And like, because I'm a little shy. So it's, I'm kind of shy to try new things in front of people, but he makes it so relaxing that you can't help but not try.
Right, that's true. And he can bend a certain way that most humans don't bend. So we kind of just go to our extreme but we know our limits. It works well though.
Yeah, sure does.
Are you performing in November?
Yes, Yes, Bob and I are performing probably 2 dances.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Zoe said I could perform, but I'm still looking for a dance partner. So we shall see what will.
What about the gentleman that came the one time with you?
No, that wasn't. If I see you on Thursday, I'll tell you about that. No, but there's a few.
You're frozen again.
Pardon?
I said you froze again.
Oh, my goodness. What time is your appointment?
Noon. Yeah.
Why is it frozen?
It's not frozen anymore, but it froze just shortly, like just briefly.
What happened?
I don't know. I can't figure it out anymore.
Oh, you know what I did? It's so terrible. I don't know why I do this. I had some really good feedback from a good girlfriend of mine this morning. She was watching some of my episodes and she said, you know what my favorite part is? When you ask them what they're grateful for. So I do that at the beginning of the episode. And she says, you need to put like a sticky on your computer so you see it. Because I will forget because I want to get right into the content and their story. So yeah, I'm going to ask you, what are 3 things that you're grateful for today?
For today?
Yeah.
I am grateful for the opportunity to present the foundation. I am grateful for my friends. And I'm grateful for my fur babies.
Oh, nice. And who are your fur babies?
So I have Tucker, who's an Australian Shepherd. I have Harley, who's an Augie. And I have Deanie, who's a paint horse.
Paint horse. Oh, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Are you competing still?
Yep. Yeah.
That's great. You are a busy woman.
Well, I've got days. It's either full speed or flat on my back, sleeping.
I usually see you when you're like full speed. Oh, that's grateful.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, so today I am grateful for this interview. I'm grateful that the sun is out. I live on the lake and I get to go to dance tonight. So I am so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm
Those
so
small
grateful.
things. It's the small things, isn't it? That
Right.
It's not the big things. It's small everyday things that keep you going to the next day.
Yeah, that's true. You must be, oh, you forgot that you should be grateful for your appointment soon, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's the first hairdo I've had in a year.
Oh, wow. See, me too. So last September I got highlights and yesterday I got highlights. So it's a fresh new look and
There you go.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I'll have to take a better look tonight because it's hard to tell with the headphones on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, so I might see you tonight.
Yeah, you might see me tonight. We'll see how the day goes. I'd like to. I normally go, every Wednesday, every other Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well,
So we came out and we did a workout yesterday and she came out for a bonfire on Monday.
Awesome. Oh, I love it. Well, we need to keep taking advantage of this beautiful weather.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really do appreciate that you took time out of your morning to spend with me, and this has been a pleasure.
Well, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. It's I love talking about the foundation. It's usually you can't shut me up when I start. So
Yeah, that's true. And it's held quite a few topics in our conversations, and I was always so interested.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're
Well,
always looking for volunteers. If you know anyone who wants to volunteer, if you want to volunteer for one of our committees, we're always looking for strong-minded and forward-thinking people like you.
oh, I love it. Okay, well, I will let you get ready for your appointment, and thank you so much for having a candid conversation with me today, Anne.
Thanks, Candace. Take care.
And Salter Dorland, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.